Welcome back to another episode on the multiplayer server. I don't know what my body just did there, but we are back. In the last episode, we made this beautiful starter base, this kind of like 3 combined houses, 4-story thing with a fully completed interior. If you missed that, definitely go check it out. Super cool, super beautiful interior. Everything looks so good. But in this episode, we need to lay out the kind of rest of our base, and maybe not the whole thing, because I plan on having a massive base that spreads probably out to like there in this whole area. So maybe not the whole thing right now today, but at least kind of the big parts of it, the main roads, all that other stuff, and why we're doing this base in the first place, why I have this idea at all. In between episodes, I did build a gold farm on stream, and unfortunately my recording software didn't work when I was trying to record like the third-person time-lapse thing, so there's no fun build of it, but there is, I actually don't know where it is. It's been, I think it's this way. The gold farm is crazy cool, crazy fast. It is Nembom's design. If you don't know, we're just using magma blocks here, which only pigmen can spawn on. They're running over to try to squish some turtle eggs that we have in the center chute here. And then they fall down the hole and either get killed by a player at the bottom here, which we will use eventually, or currently just fall damage so that we can collect the items. The issue, right now, if we kill them with player attacks standing here, we will eventually run out of guys. And that is because we don't have underneath spawn proof. So if we go into our camera mode here, you can see underneath here that we have spawn proof some of the places, obviously not here, but over here is spawning a ton of mobs. So that's what we need to do at the very beginning of this episode. Just a quick spawn proofing of a lot of this area where a bunch of these mobs are spawning. And then we'll see incredible rates here because obviously literally 0 things spawn here now. So let's first get a ton of pressure plates. Thankfully, we made an iron farm in the last episode, so we can do that. But let's get a ton of pressure plates and then we can get to spawn proofing this whole area and getting a bit more gold than the 2 gold blocks that we have so far. And now that we have everything spawn proofed properly, let's head over to the gold farm and check it out. So this is pretty normal once we've unloaded everything. The thing that's not normal though is once we've killed off all of these guys, and they honestly have a ton of HP. Once we kill off all these guys, no more come down. But as you can see, a lot are still going, which is insane. If we go into free cam here, we should see that everything is spawn proof. There are no more bad guys. Okay, I've immediately found we have a spot here that doesn't have a pressure plate on it, but also doesn't spawn any guys. I think these guys are either named or they have picked up an item. Yeah, as you can see, they've picked up an item, so they don't count towards the mob cap, they just don't despawn. So not much we can do there. And I think this is non-spawnable. I think this is just outside of the range of the spawning sphere, but then everything else is spawn proofed. There are no pigmen, skeletons, ghasts spawning anywhere. And this thing is so fast. And then we can always turn it back to auto kill just from fall damage with that button there, and any future ones will just tank it fully. And down here, if you have never seen this type of farm, I just picked up so many items. If you've never seen this type of farm, it is faster than hopper speed. So we're using hopper minecarts and I think 4 hoppers per little area and a bunch of droppers. Droppers are faster than hopper speed. And as you can see, the droppers are dropping out items into cobwebs. The reason we're doing cobwebs is because when droppers go into cobwebs, they go perfectly down the middle. If these cobwebs weren't here, then the dropper has some randomness to it, so it could drop an item out over here, which would actually be an issue, because if it misses these blocks, we lose some items. And then we just have a little piston pushy system that moves all the items over into this 1x1, and then it gets pushed over for sorting. We have some auto crafters here that'll craft gold nuggets and gold ingots. The gold ingots will then be either given to these barterers, which we still need to put a roof on their head, just like a block, and push it over with a piston. So they'll either go into this dropper or they'll get put into this crafter to make gold blocks, which we then store down here, and a couple zombified piglin heads, but otherwise we have a ton of gold already. And I honestly don't know. Oh, whoa. Oh, I think this is the filter for zombified piglin heads, but we have so much gold that we've just moved it over to this. So we have a ton of gold now, which is incredible. With the bartering farm though, if we let me go get a block to cover those guys with, because then we can try it out. I have a cool system here, I think was designed by Raiseworks. It is basically a book sorter, so we can save those Soul Speed 3 books from the bartering, or I guess any of the Soul Speed books, and then throw out anything else like the potions or empty bottles or whatever. And we should, once we turn on the bartering farm, get a bunch of books in this side of chests here, which you before couldn't do. You would have to get all the unsortable items just in here, but we can now sort books with a chiseled bookshelf. So what it's trying to do is, if there's an item in this hopper, it will try to put it into the bookshelf, and then shortly after unlock this hopper, so that if it didn't go in, then this hopper will take it out and it'll just get thrown into lava. And if it did get taken out, it just gets put into our book storage. So it's a really smart system. I need to get some rockets because I am fully out. So I've just pushed a block over their heads. So now if we drop out items there just by pressing this button, whoa, we should be getting gold on this pressure plate, which we are. It does throw out 2. I think that's fine. But yeah, as you can see, we are getting items. Let's see in these chests. Have we gotten any? Not yet. I think these filters are still filling up, or at least things are getting thrown out. So let me just verify. We are getting soul sand in here. Oh, these filters are not set properly. Why are some of these gold? I'm confused. Okay, we are throwing out spectral arrows just because I don't care about those. All right, we have fixed the filters here and we are getting a couple of items, but we should be getting way more items eventually. And especially when we're AFKing, this is gonna go crazy fast and we are gonna get a ton of items here. And honestly, I think the big ones that we care about right now are quartz, and that's it. So as long as we get enough quartz, we'll be good. And I think this is working. We can write off the gold farm as another completed task. But while we were messing with piglins and bartering and gold farms, Nia has been collecting. She's collected like a badillion things, and we're gonna head over and just check out her pillager and fish collection, and we're gonna go kill the wither, because we haven't done that. We beat the Ender Dragon like episode 1. I know this is episode 3, but like it's been a month and a half since beating the Ender Dragon, and we haven't even like talked about beating the wither, let alone beating it. We're trying to get a beacon. We have a gold farm, we have an iron farm, so we have the base of the beacon all set up and ready to go. We just don't have the nether star that we need. So let's check out her 2 collections of pillagers and fish, and then let's go get the wither. All hail the guy on the ladder.
No, you have
all hail.
No. Minions! Tonight, we will steal the moon!
Whoa! Okay. That was in sync.
Okay.
That was so cool. You're not even that fumble.
And this is my rare fish collection.
Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3,
not the
4,
puffer
5,
fish.
6 shulker boxes of puffer
I haven't
fish,
gotten
plus a
puffer
few
fish
more.
in a while.
These are all different. White, purple, cyan, green, light, lime gray, pink. Why are they named Betty and Stripey?
Because those are the shapes.
Dasher, Snooper, Sunstreak and Blitzen, Clayfish and Cobb, Flopper and Spotty, Brinley and Blockfish and
Okay, if
favorite
anyone
things.
knows about fish in Minecraft enough, they will know that this was hard to get.
Oh yes, do not doubt this is the worst thing to ever do by hand.
This
oh
is
my
the
goodness.
crimson stem I got from the... And everything on the right are the wart blocks.
I didn't know it was gonna be that
Yeah,
many.
it took a while.
Are we killing the wither?
Killing the wither.
You have all the
You
wither
lead the way.
ingredients?
I have 3 wither skeleton skulls, and I have 4 soul sand.
Okay, are we good to do it down here? We need to dig a 3x3 tunnel, and I think I am good.
I set my spawn, right?
Did you? And
Yes,
did you put
yes,
stuff
I
in the
did.
chest? Any extra stuff so that if you die, it doesn't get blown up by the idiot? Stupid.
I mean, I can put in some extra stuff, I guess.
This is a crazy wage divide, by the way. Lady full netherite,
Here,
netherite
I'm gonna
stuff.
put this in here.
Me, not any netherite.
I'm getting the star, though. Let's be clear.
Wait, what? What?
I got the skulls. I've
Do you
just
have
been
a
holding
pickaxe?
off for you. Yeah, I have a pickaxe.
You need to dig out an area for us to spawn in the
No,
guy.
bring your pickaxe.
No, I'm gonna die, Nia.
Go grab your pickaxe.
Mm-mm.
You're gonna need it to run away from the guy, potentially.
Fine, I'll get my pickaxe. Bonk, 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 bonk. Bonk. Bonk.
Wait.
Ooh, spooky. Ooh. Ah!
I didn't think you were gonna place it
I
down.
know,
right
that's
then.
why I did it. It was funny.
Wait, can we shoot him?
Yeah, for the first half of his health.
I'm just...
You have to... Make sure you don't die.
I haven't taken any damage yet.
What?
I've taken 0 hearts of damage.
I can't even hit him. Is this game easy? How have you not taken any?
I've taken half a heart.
You're getting pummeled, dog. You're getting
He's
absolutely.
toast. He's toast.
You got pummeled and you're
I
5?
lost 1 heart.
How? Are you cheating?
No.
What the heck?
I've got prop 4 on
Bro,
everything.
on my screen, homeboy is pummeling
He
you.
was. He was pummeling me on my screen. I just wasn't taking damage.
What? Do you
All I
have
need to
blast
eat is
protection
one
on all that
steak.
stuff?
No, you can look at it.
What the heck?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
W?
Don't give it back though.
Here, wait. Can I hit you? Like, can I crit with my sword and see how much damage?
Yeah.
Because you should be dead.
Yeah. I took half a heart and it healed right away. Wait, I want to hit you. Okay.
Okay. I also took half a heart.
Yeah, I think armor's just OP.
It shouldn't be that OP.
I should have just worn my Elijah.
Yeah, for real. We should have gone no armor. Then it would have been.
Yeah, I was telling you that we could have done this outside, and you were all like, "What if you?"
Oh, to be fair, he does fly away. If he had a roof on his head, he would have flown away.
That's true. He
He
was
didn't have
trying
a
to
roof.
fly away.
Yeah. He was trying to escape because he's like, oh my gosh, I'm doing literally 0 hearts. I'm healing this person somehow. And I need to escape for my sanity. Oh, by the way, that's yours. I thought that was going to be like how are the hermits so bad at Minecraft? It takes
think
them
that
like
they
an
fight
hour and a
it
half.
Before they get
Get-
good armor,
No, they have full
or
diamond.
they get enchants, because I think Prot 4 makes a huge difference. Like, I think Prot 1 is as good as unenchanted netherite.
I mean, I think they might. Whatever. That was easy. And while we're flying back from killing the wither, which was actually way easier than I thought, I can't zoom because you'll just see the top of my head, which is not very helpful. But the wither was actually really easy. We might go back and get some more nether stars just for our usage, just because I'd like to have some beacons in the base. Speaking of the base, though, I want to get to laying out the city that I'm going to be making. So yes, I am making a city. Some of the people in the stream already deduced that, and I assume some of y'all watching at home also deduced that just based on my build. But we are making a city, and I think it's going to be really cool. I'll explain it a little bit later, but I want to lay out kind of like where other houses are going to be, where kind of my main mega base structure is going to be. It's going to be like a citadel type of thing, and then also where like the main town square and some of the other like main shopping buildings are going to be. But I do kind of want a beacon. Now that beating the wither was so easy, I want to do it by myself and see if with an elytra I can do it super easily. And given the theme today is kind of like planning and upgrading, I also kind of want to get some netherite gear. So if we have time today, I think we do that too. I don't know why I'm trying to zoom in on my face when all you see is the top of my head, but hopefully we can also get some netherite if we have time in this episode. But let's get on to setting up the layout of the base here. So this is one of the main roads where the mud is right now, and then it's going to kind of curve and meet up with some other roads in this area here. And I don't think there's a good way to do this other than just to start placing down blocks for buildings, placing down wool and other stuff. So let's just grab a ton of different colors, and we're gonna leave reds, yellows, and oranges for road colors, and then we're good on the rest. So I'm actually going to probably bump this out 2 blocks more. Maybe we kind of have this road at a slight angle. Once we actually finish building this, I just put it as a flat thing for now because I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I think we're probably going to set it to an angle so it's a little bit further down. And actually, let's do that now just to see what it looks like. There we go. And we'll get dirt and other stuff in. And now I think this is good for a road. I think it's a good width as well because we do like want this to kind of be a wide road. It might be too wide at the moment, but we can always shrink it. So now we have a road that kind of curves this way and down, and let's continue this with just red wool building blocks and just have it head down this way. Ooh, and I'm hoping that that looks good. I think so. And then this is going to also split out and go over this way. And this road is kind of like the split off of the main road in the city. Ran out of blocks? Are you insane? I actually haven't planned out the city's vibe. I've done some buildings, obviously, like I've done that in creative, but I haven't planned out the exact layout of anything. So I am fairly freehanding this. But if we do something like this, and that'll be like the inside of the road. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have like a triangle kind of building here, which I think will look good. And then we're gonna have kind of residential in this area on either side. So there'll be 2 roads here. Residential in this area, and then we'll have dockyards over here. We are going to expand out this area a lot for the dockyards themselves. This is what the triangle building is going to look like-ish. It's going to be kind of like janky and wobbly like these ones are. Probably less janky and wobbly than this outline predicts, but that's the general vibe. We don't super care about the exact details, but now we can get in some of these extra residential houses. Man, that looks like buildings for sure. I do want to get in the main road going towards the entrance to the castle. I think it's going to be like around here. So I think if we just build it this way, and it is going to curve a little bit. I'm out of blocks. We're using different wool color now. So it's going to curve this way because there is like some cool statues and stuff in the center. But there we go. We have kind of 2 of our main buildings. This one is again a store, and then we're gonna have like a tavern thing here. And then over here is where the Citadel Castle, whatever thing is gonna be. I need to set up a staircase or something. So we're gonna go over this way, and I wanna kind of get it in line with those blocks there. Then we're gonna have a big old staircase, like a super grand staircase going up. If you know the Philadelphia Art Museum, that staircase, it's in the Rocky movies. It won't be that brown and grand, but I'm going for like that kind of vibe of just big stairs. Okay, this might be too grand, but you get the gist. And then once we get up to the top, let's actually take off, I think that probably the top 2. Then we can place in kind of the boundary of the citadel with which we now have. At the moment, it is crazy off center, the stairs anyway. And that's just because I don't know the size exactly of the citadel and the walls around it. These are going to be the walls. Again, I don't know the size. It will be symmetrical once we build it in. But for now, this is kind of phase 1 of the city. And I haven't actually talked about why I'm building a city and why this city matters at all. So let's go over that now. In real life, I, as me, like playing D&D, and I'm the dungeon master, so I like make all the stories, make all the world and whatever. And in the world that we're playing in right now, we are in a city called Alume, which is the capital city, and it has this sort of kind of gothic Germanic vibe to it. So I want to build at least the center like bit of the city. It is a massive city. It probably takes up, if we fly way up in the sky here, it probably takes up like this amount of space. Like it goes way back there and way over there to the like past the village. So we're not going to build obviously that much, but I do want to get kind of like the center bit of the city in. And as you can see, my kind of tracing along was much wider than the builds that we have set up right now. So this is going to be phase 1 of the builds, maybe not the walls of the Citadel in phase 1. That might be phase 2 with this and the Citadel, but at least phase 1 are going to be these kind of residential buildings that are just cool and residential, and then 2 of the main shops, which this one is going to be like a magic shop kind of thing with a bunch of cool magic artifacts and stuff. I'm hoping to get the armor stand mod set up for this one specifically, because I think that would look sick. And then this one is just going to be a tavern that's pretty standard, just a square building, but I'm very excited for these 2. And then we are also working on a fish store because, as we saw earlier, Nia has a bunch of fish that she wants to show off somewhere, and her city vibe doesn't really fit fish store, and mine does. Hers not a city build. Her build does not fit fish, but mine can have a fish store in it. So we're probably going to throw one of those in somewhere. I just don't know where it's going yet. But that is going to be phase 1 of the new city. I'm hoping it's going to look super, super cool, super cramped and crowded. And I want to get a bunch of life in on the roads themselves. I think that'll look really, really cool. But now I think it's time to get some beacons. It was really easy getting them before. We just need to go grab some wither skeleton skulls and then kill the wither. I'm going to first just try to kill him in the same way we did earlier in the episode, with just like putting him in a tunnel, and then the second one, I'm just gonna cheat and put him under the end portal, which, if you don't know, you can spawn the wither in like in a normal ground bit, and he'll just spawn underneath the end portal in the end, and then he can't get out, which is even easier to kill the wither, believe it or not. So I guess let's start doing that. And running around getting wither skeleton skulls was not too difficult.
Oh,
the first 3 took a little bit of time to get, but then the 3 after that were fast. We got so many so quickly. But let's go to killing the withers. Wither number 2 of the day. Why did it get all dark like that? I just gotta dodge him enough to not get actually hit. This is working really well. This is surprising. Get him! Uh-oh. Uh-oh, taking damage, taking damage. Heal quickly. Whoa! Gravel breaks. Gravel breaks fast. This is way worse than when... Okay, we got it. Nether Star and Witherhead acquired. That actually wasn't too bad. A little bit more stressful. Maybe I should have worn a chestplate. Or had a golden apple. Or had any other item. But... Wither Star. Nether Star. Wither Skull. And then we set up a little killing chamber for the wither under the end portal. And set up our... There we go. 2 beacons. Boom! And there we go, our 2 beacons are set up. This is going to help incredibly with building. We just threw Jump Boost 2 and Speed 2 on it so that we can build a little bit easier. We can jump up 2 blocks and run around a little bit faster. And when you're running around and parkouring this, you can get a crazy amount of height with the Elytra and a crazy amount of speed. It's so much fun just to run around here now. I don't know what I would do without speed now. It's actually a problem. It's such a problem. And running around in the interior is now so fast, you don't need to jump or do anything. And it's going to be useful in so many of our builds. I'm so happy that we got some beacons. And I knew I said we were going to go get netherite in this episode, but unfortunately we just don't have time. So we're going to do that in the beginning of next episode. But thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this episode, be sure to like. If you're new around here, consider subscribing, because I think only 11% of my viewers are subscribed, so you better subscribe. You might as well. Episode 3 is a good number. 3 is a magic number even. So subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.